Now, the Supreme Court bench of Chief Justice D.Y. Chandrachud and Justices J.B. Pardiwala and Manoj Mishra are hearing a batch of petitions challenging the alleged malpractices and irregularities in the NEET undergraduate 2024 examination. The batch of petitions challenging various aspects of the conduct of the examination by the NTA is being heard currently. These include the issue of paper leaks, recall of the NEET results and demand for fresh examinations. Remember, earlier on the 5th of July, the NTA and the Centre had informed the Apex Court that they were not in favour of cancelling the exam in its entirety. Meanwhile, the counselling process for the NEET undergraduate 2024 has been delayed. In fact, joining us for his perspective on this story is K.V. Dhananjay, Supreme Court lawyer. K.V. Dhananjay, thank you for being with us today. Your thoughts on these petitions which are being heard by the Supreme Court today? What do you believe are the merits of this case that has been put forth before the Apex Court?
Well, the Supreme Court is convening today after a long vacation, and what we have seen is that this issue refuses to die down. The opposition to continuation, for that matter, the opposition to counseling, and the demand for retest has just been going on, and that is bound to have an impact on the judges, more so the Supreme Court, because in matters like this, the Supreme Court tends to intervene. And while the Supreme Court was on vacation and there were different benches that were hearing these petitions, what we found out is a kind of transformation within the Supreme Court itself. Initially, the Supreme Court was quite reluctant to consider the request for retest. But I think we've now reached a stage where the Supreme Court more or less appears to have come to the prima facie conclusion that not holding a retest is likely to jeopardize the careers of so many people. Or even if, assume for a moment, that the court cannot conclusively say that there was large-scale rigging, large-scale leak of papers, the fact remains that a large number of students who took this NEET examination and who may not be in a position to get, the seats of their choice because of the fact that the people taking up the first 5,000 or 6,000 ranks are so many. The court might not want our brightest minds to live a life of regret, live a life of a kind of betrayal that the seats that, they deserved were not given to them. And it's not a good thing for a country when, tens of thousands of our young minds, the brightest minds, live their lives with the feeling that what in fact was theirs was robbed away from them. It's not good for them. It's not good for the country. So even from a perception-wise, I think, and I would pray to the Supreme Court to direct a retest of the examination, because these are matters where the court in a short time may not be able to reach a definitive conclusion if, a paper leak was widespread. But fact of the matter is the perception here. Now, you could blame the social media, you could blame the opposition, whatever said and done. If you would do a straw poll of all the people who took the REIT examination and the number of people number of those who want a retest, you will find an overwhelming majority want a retest. And I think that is a sentiment that should matter. As a lawyer, I should be the last person to say that a sentiment should matter in a court of law. But this is somewhat very unique, and that is why I think it's important to view this matter.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.